How's the gym? How's like just memberships, and how's just the affiliate?
Stronger than ever, man. It's we run out of parking a couple nights a week. That's our biggest problem right now is we don't have enough parking, which is an incredible problem to have. Man, it's cool when you walk in here, especially a Wednesday afternoon. You've got, our CrossFit class, traditional CrossFit. We've got our life class, which is geared a little bit more towards seniors. It's still CrossFit, but it's less intimidating to them. And then you'll have some type of either CrossFit kids, CrossFit preteens, and and there's open gym. You've got, high level athletes in the back, and, we've got no parking. So our membership is the strongest it's ever been. I think we've hit high marks the last couple months.
I think people probably, by the way, congratulations. That's cool.
Thank you. Yeah. Josh does an incredible job. Josh and TJ, Josh Malone.
Oh, and TJ, what's TJ's last name?
TJ Carver. He does a lot of coaching and helps Josh out, and Laura does too. And so
are those the people who run the affiliate?
Yeah. Yep.
And what is the success to an affiliate? Is there any part of it that's like, hey, well, you just have to win the games 4 times and then another 6 times on team, and then you'll have a successful affiliate? Or is that just a total misnomer?
Total misnomer. Honestly, most people in here could care less that I've ever won the CrossFit Games. Granted, it's given them an incredible space, and we have a huge opportunities here with the space that we have. But no, man, it's the same thing that's always made affiliates successful. It's good coaching. The programming is CrossFit. It's good coaches, incredible community. The stories that you see that come out of here, and really it's the, people telling other people. We don't do any local advertising. It's just kind of word of mouth. It always has been. And, obviously I think the initial swell of it, but hell, I haven't competed in 2 years, and you can't, it's been our best 2 years that since then. So it's pretty cool. I'll jump into a class like the last 2 days in the afternoons. I've jumped in. We had Murph prep on Monday, and then yesterday we did a 20-minute AMRAP. And before the kids, I'll either hop into a 2:00 class, or like yesterday, Hillary was getting the kids. So I jumped into the 3:00 class, and man, it was fun. It was a good time.
Which one of those people would be the one, if I wanted to have on a show, to ask like, hey, if I wanted to do an advice show, like I have this show called the Affiliate Series where I have affiliate owners come on and talk about the affiliate. Which one of those people would be the one to have?
Josh, 100%. Yeah. Josh is the kind of the
Josh Malone.
Josh Malone, too small shirt Malone.
That's him. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. I'll put that on here in my notes.
You'll get him. He'll cry. So be ready for that.
Small, because he's that passionate. Awesome. And do you know what, do you have any thoughts on what makes a successful affiliate?
Yeah, I think like I said, it's the coaches for one. They know what they're doing, but also can relate to people. Man, I will say the one thing that I miss the most is having Darren around here. Darren Hunsucker was the best. Him and Josh are probably the 2 best coaches I've ever been around. From what I'll give Darren the leg up on is Darren is an incredible coach, even to the high level athletes, where Josh is incredible with the members, new to experienced, knows how to relate to people. But Darren had that knack of could motivate somebody who just walked into the gym, but also figured out a way to motivate me or piss me off more than anything. And so, when Darren comes back, it's awesome. And he kind of laid that foundation here of what it was to be a member here at Mayhem. And so Josh has just taken that and run with it over the last couple of years and built even more upon that. So I think it's people and like I said, having a community. We have got an incredible community. Any gym you walk into, CrossFit gym that's successful, it's all about the people and all about that community. And we use that.
What does that mean, an incredible community? Like the people in there are friends?
They're friends. It's funny. You almost have this class war, right? So like the 815 class, they're passionate. It's one of our biggest classes. It's kind of that group of, you would think it's all soccer moms, but there's a bunch of dudes in there too at 815, and they're just getting after it, and they're protective of their 815 status, and they're welcoming to drop-ins, which is funny, because that's probably one of our biggest drop-in classes, that and some of the earlier afternoon classes. And then you got the 2:00, and they're kind of passionate. They'll get here at the coffee shop at, say, 1-ish, and they'll sit and hang out in the coffee shop and talk, and then they go work out. And then they may come back in the coffee shop and talk. And so, yeah, I think
those are the unemployed people.
That's the unemployed people.
Or the rich ones.
Yeah, it's definitely not cliquey, but it is funny. They get a little bit competition oriented with their classes, which is cool. Like there's some ownership to who they are and what it means to be a Mayhem member.
What's a big class? Like how many people?
Shoot, I mean, I just looked out there, and the main gym space is 10,000 square foot, and it was like there were people on both rigs. There's probably 30, 40 people in there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
Anthony, Rich, is that your bear and moose slaughtering room?
This is one room we just cleared out. It was a kind of storage space for Buffalo Brew, and now it's about to be mine, my office, Scott's office, and I think Ben and Bird, who is running Mayhem Hunt for us.
I want to ask. I have so many questions. Rich, will you be attending semifinal event this year?
Yes, I'll be in Europe next week at the French Throwdown. That's a semifinal, right? French Throwdown.
Starts next week?
Yeah, next week. I think I'll be there the next weekend. I'll be in Lyon, France. We'll be gonna hang out, work out with some people in London, Brussels, Paris, and then also in Lyon. So looking forward to that.
Are you really looking forward to it? I just got sick to my stomach thinking
it's hard. It's hard. That's the hard part, like I feel like I lose power as soon as I walk out of Cookville. So yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've been over in Europe. So I am in Lakeland is going with us, not going to take the little two, but going to take Lakeland. So I'm excited for her to see.
Okay. So that's motivating. That's motivating. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to show your daughter the world.
Yeah. So she's pretty fired up about that. Has no clue, anything about what's about.
She got a passport already?
Oh yeah. Yep. I was the one that I couldn't find my passport up until about 2 weeks ago. So that was a little touch and go there for a little while. And then I'm going to the East semifinal in Knoxville. Me and Chase and Henry Sales are going to do the community 3-person event on that weekend.
Who's Chase?
Chase Hill. It was on our team.
Okay.
2021.
And you're not going to Carson?
No, I don't think. When is that one?
I don't know, but that's the only one. I know for sure I'm going to that one. That's like the West semifinal.
That's West semifinal. No, I won't be out there.
And how do you choose not to go to that one? You just don't have enough athletes there?
I don't have enough time. Yeah. I'll be pretty wore out after going to Europe. And then luckily the one in the East is in Knoxville. So, and Chase lives in Knoxville, has a house there, and he owns an affiliate there too. So one Valley.
Refreshing Froning Farm apparel from is FF Froning Farms?
Yep.
Refreshing Froning Farms apparel for months, looking for a large bison tee, would do anything for bison tee, would eat a ghost pepper. Any idea when they restock?
I can ask Kelly. Kelly kind of runs that and keeps everything up and up. A large bison tee. All right.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I'm not sure which one because a lot of them have bison on them. I don't know if he's talking about the hippie looking one with the American flag bandana, or I'm not sure. Oh, probably the bison. It says bison on the front, and then has some faith family stuff in the middle. So,
when Andrew was there, so Andrew visited street parking, and he visited you, and we're all aware of what's going on at HQ, and in regards to media output and the effort that's put into communication. And he said, and when he said he was just completely blown away. When he went to street parking, he said he was completely blown away. And then when he went to visit you and saw the media empire that you guys have, he said it was just on a whole nother level. He said he couldn't even fucking believe what he was looking at. He said there were just rows of cameras. There's 6 full-time media guys. He basically, he said he hasn't seen anything like that. What is your relationship, Mayhem's relationship with media? And is it odd to you that you've become like I heard HWPO just has one guy. I don't know if Proven has any guys. But it sounds like you guys are way more invested in media than anyone else in the CrossFit space.
Yeah, I mean, media makes the world go round, right? That's people are consuming media at a crazy rate. And yeah, I think it's super important. I would argue that we are a fitness and media company at this point, like we don't
It
have
must
to
be expensive. It's a huge part of your budget.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably it definitely is the largest part of our budget. I look at, I'm like, oh, we'll count media, we get X amount of dollars from YouTube, and that offsets maybe one person. Then I'm like, oh no, it doesn't really. And then we got to buy cameras and all that type of stuff. But I mean, it is what it is. And how it was back when CrossFit was kind of at its peak. That's what kind of sustained it, and then kind of got cut off at its legs. So, yeah.
Here's what I think's happening at HQ. I think that they have this thing there, ROI, return on investment. Can you justify your media, or you can't? You just have to. Is it one of those faith things? Like, if anyone with a brain would have said, "Hey, you're starting a podcast," to me 3 years ago, and a lot of people did, they said, "Hey, you're never going to make it." Like there's 3 million podcasts. You can't show that your time and money are going to be put in a good place. Like you can't look and be like, hey, all this media made this money. This is a brilliant choice. You can't do that, can you?
That's the hard part, is if you look at, like, if I just, put media in a column, you're like, oh, that's a big negative.
Yeah.
But who knows what Mayhem Athlete would be without it? With the community, would we have that community aspect of all of our remote coaching and remote stuff? I say no. Like, you can't have these other things. I would rather pour more money into our media than buy Facebook ads, where you can see or Instagram ads or whatever, because I can look at those and be like, our ROI was X, but I feel in my heart that media is more important, and we're telling better stories. We're telling real stories. We're making connections with athletes. We're making connections with, the everyday person that just wants to get fit and wants to hear stories or be a part of who Mayhem is, because we have some super talented media people.
It truly is like this. If you buy a Facebook ad, the second you do it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And gone. But so if you spend $10,000 on advertising versus that's here today, gone tomorrow, or $10,000 on making a video, that video will keep giving back to you as long as YouTube's around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll get a view every single day. One person will see it every day. 10 people will see it every day.
Yep.
It's flushing money down the toilet to do Facebook and Instagram ads.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at, you're like, oh, well, you spent X on media, but it's just, there's no, you can't, I don't think I haven't found a way to quantify it, but it's super valuable.